Welcome back. Now we're going to start making the first template. So what I've done here, I've taken the main background paper here with the poinsettia on, and that's printed onto 250 card here. And all I've done is put my template directly over the top. Now just be careful when you print this out. If you've got a printer that prints out a bit skew width, just trim it to make sure it fits onto the A4 in a straight direction. And I've just taken a little bit of masking tape here and there, and I'm just sticking that down like so. So now you know the routine if you watched before. If you're a new member, welcome Chucks. I know we've got lots of new members from all over the place. I think we've even been watched from Saudi Arabia today. Welcome, do spread the word, let everybody know. Get creative every Saturday morning 10 till 12ish, maybe earlier or later, I don't know. But then you can always watch the reruns.
I think you are I Love Lucy.
No, it's Bewitched, wasn't it? Right, what we're doing here, I've got a ruler and I've got an embossing tool here. You could use an old biro if you want, an old ballpoint pen. Where you've got the dotted lines, we are going to crease. Now I advise you to do the creasing first before you do the cutting, because you don't want it, if you cut it first and it's going to sometimes move out of position. So all I'm doing is putting my ruler across where the dotted lines are, and I'm just scoring it like so. Like that. Now you can have a foam sheet underneath if you want, but don't press too heavy if you have. This just helps it fold exactly in the right position when you come to folding it. So we're just scoring that down there and down there. So that's all the dotted lines done first. Now we're going to do the straight lines. Straight lines are always cut either with scissors or a scalpel. I've got a scalpel here. Be careful when you're using a scalpel, obviously.
Shall we see how the group's getting on?
You can do.
There's our group. Totally oblivious.
Good. There you go. You can see I'm just cutting through here gently. And just tease it, make sure it is cut through. Seems fine. Now just take all of these. Now what I tend to do is go vertical on all the vertical cuts first, and then I turn it round and do the ones that I've not cut. So I'm just working my way across, just the way I work. You work the way you want, what feels natural to you. And again, just gently cut through this using your scalpel. And then this one at the end here goes down there. If you've got any questions or anything, do just type them in and we'll get back to you.
Oh, actually, I can do that. I can do that. Look.
And Barry's going to do that.
Yes, if you've got any questions, do put them onto the Get Creative Facebook timeline. We won't necessarily be able to answer them immediately, but we will try and answer them within the course of the show. And of course, as Alan was saying earlier on, if you like what you're seeing, then tell us about it. But more importantly, tell all your friends. And if you don't like what you're seeing, keep it to yourself. Anyway, go back to the demonstration.
We'll edit your bits out.
Yeah, thanks.
Right, I've just turned the template round and I'm just cutting through again. So I've got a little bit carried away here. I don't think it's cut through, but I almost started cutting that bit out there. So the centre here should just fall out nicely. Now don't forget, you're a crafter. Save that. You've got a little topper. You can use that on another project. So there's your template cut out. Now just remove the masking tape. Like so, if you're impatient, just rip it off. But you can use this template again, use it 3 or 4 times until it falls to bits, because it is paper. So let's just take that off. Like so.
Well, this is riveting.
There you go, there's my template. I can use that again if I so wish. Now here's my main design here. Now you can feel where the creases are. You've got the slit down there, you've got the slit down there. Just check it's slitted all right. Slitted all right. So technical. Right, now you've got to bend it. There you go. Exactly where the creases are. You can see that there? Just creased,
Yeah, we can
really
see.
simple. There's another bend here. Doesn't matter which way you bend first, you can sort them all out later. That's creasing across there. Just give them a gentle bend. There's a bend there. And then that one bends back on itself like that. And then you've got a bend again and a bend back. Now let's sort it out. So that's the front. There's the front. Sorry, it's upside down. That's going to bend that way. So then the next one is going to be a valley. You've got a mountain and there's a valley. Like so. That's going to bend backwards like that. And then this one here is going to bend forward. Then you have the basic stepper card there.
Can you just
Like
lay it
that.
flat for a second?
Make it flat. There you go. You can see the basic stepper card. Simple and easy to do. That folds over there now. That folds down. And then that folds like that. There you go. Just like that. So now we're going to make the box that goes on the inside. So I've got my template for that. And all I've got to do is find my scissors. Scissors have just, I've left them in the other room. That's the trouble with being in two rooms at the same time. I've got a smaller pair here that'll do for now. Oh, it's weird using these. I feel like I'm going to cut my toenails. Oh, I don't like these little scissors. You get used to your own scissors, don't you? Somebody else picks them up to do something. I found Dino in the garden yesterday cutting what I thought were trunks of wood. He said they were twigs. Using them in my garden. I said, those are my crafting scissors, get off them. Last time he comes round.
Did it sound quite as hysterical as that?
Oh, it does. It's Italiano, Stericano. Right, you only need enough to go on there like that. So I'm positioning that there, like so. No, that's me a bit of, I've gone all Italian now.
No, you haven't.
There you go, that goes there. Just stick this down, like so. Let's just stick that behind there. Right, repeat what you did. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it, yes, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to cut this bit off here so it's not getting in the way and I don't waste it. So I'm just going to cut this in half. So if two of you make it, you only need one of these sheets, so you just put that to one side to use with the next one or anything else. So you've same routine, you've got all the dotted lines and I'm just going to score through them all.
Let's look at the group while you're doing that. Yeah, they're busy working away. Group of two and a bit.
The bit is so cute.
Yeah, she is cute.
There you go. Sorry, this is a bit boring, but it's good you see it.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'll just talk to you moments because you saw him do that earlier on. Now, as I said earlier on, if you are enjoying this, do share it with other people. What we are making sure that we're not doing though is we're not doing any commercial presentations on the Get Creative site. So we'll always be about creativity, and there will always be a download there or several downloads there for you that are free. Now, of course, if you've missed the other Get Creative sessions, you can see all of the video and get all of the downloads for free on the website right now. It's alanbarry.co.uk. If you go into the shop section, go into the download section, you'll see a category called Get Creative. If you go to Get Creative, you'll see everything from our first one on the 2nd of September right the way through to this one. Well, in fact, you'll see this one as well. The download is available for this one right now, and the video for this, the live and unedited video recording of the live and unedited video, will also be placed on the website within the next few days. So as I said before, do tell all your friends if you're enjoying this, because the only way that we're going to grow is if you help us do that, and we're certainly growing quite well now. How many members have we got now?
100 and on its way to 170, I think.
Wow.
I've done all my creasing, and now I'm just cutting out. Now I'm going to cut these little. I've only got my little scissors. I'm not going in there and getting them yet. You see these bits here? Cut the corners off, like so. Now these are little flaps here, so you need to cut down here as well, like that. It fell off, but that's a little flap inside the box. So I would go along. Now because I've stuck down on the edges, I don't want it all to fall apart, so I'm cutting the corners off before I cut the main design out. And again, just cut down there. Trim that off there. Like so. Cut down here. In my stupid little nail scissors. Just cutting the box out. I mean, it helped if my glasses didn't slip down my nose. Still getting used to me, what, the fairy focal?
Trifocals.
Oh, trifocal. What's a fairy focal then?
That's varifocal.
Oh, varifocal.
Varifocal. I think the varifocal trifocal. I don't know.
No. See, that's all cut out now. So I'm just going to move that. Now I'm just going to cut the edges off.
Sorry, where did you just move that to?
What do you mean?
I thought it had gone on the floor.
No.
Oi.
Well, it's your job, isn't it?
I'm studio manager. I don't want any. I was going to say something rude there.
Your studio
I don't want
cleaner.
any of your waste on the floor. That sounded wrong as well, didn't it?
There you go. I'm just trimming the edges off now. I'm doing these last because they're held in position with the little bit of tape I had. That one's been done already. I've got this one to do. Just cut the edge off. And just cut down there. And then finally cut the last one off there. I don't know where my cameraman's gone. There we go. That's cut down there like that. Now that just, you end up with the box. You know, that just needs to pull off there. Just need to trim that because I didn't cut through it 100%. There you go. I think that's a bit cockeyed, so I'm just going to trim a little bit off there. So there's your box. That's going to be the inside there. So then all you've got to do now is fold it. So I'm folding that over there like that, and then the top bit folds back like that. So you do that with all of them. You fold, and then you fold back like so, and then open it up a little bit and fold. You can fold in as well, and then fold the top bit back. Don't forget you've creased this already, so it folds perfectly where you want it. And that's going to fold in, and that's going to fold back like so. Now that's basically your box there, as you can see, like that. Now these little flaps here are going to stick on the outside, so just take your glue and one at a time just stick those little flaps in, getting a good corner as you do it. So there's the flap, my first flap, my first, oh, too much glue, it comes off, and that's going to just go there like so. Stick it round the back, pull that in tight so you've got a nice tight join. What are you doing?
Got you upside down, that's quite scary.
Oh gosh, will you stop faffing around and do as you're told? A little bit of glue, oh god, my glue's oozing. There you go. Nothing worse than an oozing bottle.
I've got to put that into shot, so that's quite weird. You can see right up your nose.
Lovely. Right, a little bit of glue. Too much, never mind. That goes on there. Pull these corners in, because if you are going to put glitter or something in, you don't want it all falling out. Little bit of glue, and that sticks there like that. So there you go. We've made the inside of the card. There you go. There's that. There's that. There's that. So there's my original main bit of the card, and that is as far as we're going, because I want you to next. Actually, that fits on the inside there like that. Oops. It's going to look something like that when it's finished. There you go. So you've got the recessed box in there. That means you can put your 3D, you can put objects in there. Anything you could do. You could turn this same design into weddings. You could put little confetti or something like that inside there. So I want you to get that far. Once you've got that far, don't try to assemble it. Then you can start cutting out the poinsettia and the leaves for decorating, because you have to decorate the inside of here first before you stick it all together. So if you can all get to that stage, I'll be very, very happy.